Hello everyone, Mark here from Visual Pro Detailing, and in this video I want to talk about when it may not be the best choice to have a ceramic coating applied to your vehicle. There are going to be times when it's not worth the money, it's not worth the time, it's not worth the investment for you in your particular circumstance with your particular vehicle. And that's okay. So let's outline and go through some of these situations where a ceramic coating may not be the best option for you. Let's do it quickly, succinctly, and let's do it simply. The first reason you should not have a ceramic coating applied to your vehicle is if you are not going to do the absolute minimal maintenance and care of the vehicle. Meaning you are not going to, when possible, hand wash it. At the very least, regularly do touch-free car washes on it, and you are not going to do the minimal maintenance that is recommended by that coating manufacturer. So if, let's say you have a G-Technic coating, it's best to apply the C2V3 as a maintenance booster every 3 to 6 months. If you have a CarPro coating, it's best to apply reload every 3 to 6 months to that ceramic coating to keep it looking its best, to keep the hydrophobics top notch. Or alternatively, if you don't want to do it yourself, go to a professional detailer, preferably the person that applied the coating, and have them do maintenance on the coating periodically or as needed. If you're not going to do that, a ceramic coating may not be right for you. Another reason a ceramic coating may not be right for you is if you are really OCD about swirl marks. Hear me out here. Swirl marks are going to happen. If you are hand washing the car regularly, you're taking good care of it. Even with the 2-bucket method, a foam lance, a ceramic coating, the softest towels, swirl marks can happen. The only way to remove swirl marks from most coatings is by polishing. And for those coatings out there, which there are very few that can withstand extremely light polishing, you're still abrading the coating and you're taking life away from it by doing that extremely light polishing. So if you get swirl marks, if you get things that are going to bother you on a mental level, having those tiny little scratches in there, then it may be better to either not get a coating or to just get an entry-level coating to where every year or two you can have the car polished again, maybe not a full paint correction, but polished again so that you can keep that swirl-free finish longer. Now, if you're a long-term car owner, you're not horrified about swirls, you're still going to take care of it well, the longer-term coatings are more of your thing. But if you absolutely cannot stand any sort of paint defects or imperfection in your car, entry-level coating or no coating at all, have it polished more often may be a better solution for you. The last reason, and I wanted to keep this video short and succinct because there's way too many videos on here of people just rambling on, that I would really push to people is if you're wanting to do it yourself and you don't know what you're doing and you're not comfortable with the process, or you're not willing to pay a qualified person that really knows what they're doing to apply the coating. Let me break these down really quickly and simply. If you don't understand the process, if you haven't done the homework, if you don't have the right tools and the right amount of time and the right environment to apply a ceramic coating to your own vehicle, don't do it. It can only go wrong. You can only get bad results. Now, there are a lot of ceramic coatings out there that are very simple and easy to use, but that's coming from my perspective as a professional detailer. Even the simplest ceramic coating to apply can be a little bit more than the average consumer can understand and know without doing some research, ordering some tools and equipment and chemicals, and making sure they really have the process lined out. Alternatively, if there's someone out there slinging a lifetime ceramic coating for 300 bucks, you need to be wary of that. I would definitely do your research when it comes to detailers. Find someone with good reviews. Find someone that you can come into their shop and talk to them and ask them questions about the coating process before you schedule that appointment. And if there's someone really good out there and you, to be honest, just don't want to pay the money to have it done, it is better for you to either do the research or do it yourself, or not have a ceramic coating applied at all, than to have someone that is totally unqualified but cheap do this service for you, because it can be messed up. And if it is messed up, that's going to cost you a lot more money to fix it than that initial savings by having someone unqualified do the service. That being said, prices vary on having a ceramic coating applied all over the country. I do here in the middle of Benton, Illinois. There's a cornfield in front of me, a cornfield behind me. I do entry-level coatings starting around $500. It includes a wash, a clay, a light polish, and then I apply something like Guion Cane Coat Pro or G-Technic Exo to the car. It's a simple, relatively fast service that gives my client great results. A professional grade coating, we're talking easily $1,000 plus. But that can vary wildly depending on where you're at in the country. You could have someone in your area of the country that's charging $750, $1,000 plus just for an entry-level coating and a light polish, and that could be totally fair for your demographics in where you live. So do your research. If you're going to apply it yourself, really put the time into it to understand the process and make sure you get your steps right, make sure you have a good environment, and make sure you can take your time with the process. If you're going to pay someone else to do it, make sure you are putting the time into getting to know that detailer, understand their products, understand the maintenance requirements of those products, and making sure that they're being transparent with you about the process, the time needed, and what's going to go into the coating after you have it applied. In those situations, it may be better for you to not have a coating applied if you don't want to go through that. Not super complicated, but something that you should definitely consider when talking about the money required to apply a ceramic coating for your vehicle.